Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, this time taking a walk through the island of Ko Lipe in the Andaman Sea, Thailand. The Andaman Sea is on the west coast of Thailand, near the border with Malaysia, and Ko Lipe is one of the most picturesque islands in this region. Ko Lipe has beautiful white sandy beaches, lovely warm water, nice bars and restaurants in the town centre. So in this video we're going to take a walk and show you what it's got to offer. There's something about that water that is simply irresistible. I've been swimming out there a couple of times this week, and when you get out there and look at your surroundings, you really do feel that this is what travel is all about. A beautiful tropical island in a lovely location like this. Now, one of the things about Ko Lipe is that it's not the easiest island to get to. I came here from Langkawi in Malaysia. It was a 1.5 hour ferry journey, and when I arrived on the beach I had to go through immigration. I have done all this in a previous video, so if you want to check that one out. Also, there's no airport on this island, so you will have to come here by sea. But it's really good fun doing it that way. Makes you feel like you're on an island. Another thing worth mentioning about arriving on Ko Lipe, after you obtain your passport and your stamp, then you will be charged a 200 baht tourist fee, because this is a national park, and you will get a ticket for 5 days, which gives you the right to use the beach. There are other islands in Thailand that do similar things. As you can see there's a bit of a queue. That is one of the immigration checkpoints, so we're not going to go that way. But before we leave the beach, let's just say that the other side there are signs warning you jellyfish, so bear that one in mind. Anyway, welcome to Ko Lipe Walking Street. Now, when I first seen this sign, Walking Street in Ko Lipe, I thought, with this being an island, it's probably going to be, 50 meters, something like that. But no, there's actually quite a lot to it. Now, this place here does a double cheeseburger for $2.29 during happy hour, and I can tell you that it is absolutely lovely. I had a cheeseburger there the other day, and it's one of the nicest cheeseburgers that I've had for a very long time. As for the beer, it's about 100 baht for a bottle. A beer in that place, that steakhouse. but they had a bit of VAT on it, so it comes out about 110 baht. But that is a very, very nice gaff. You may want to check out if you come here. Okay, so this is Walking Street. Now, there's plenty of convenience stores. That one there, the New Wave, is not cheap. But then the 7-Eleven up the road isn't particularly cheap, for food and drink or whatever. But there are some smaller, more local convenience stores which are a bit better value. So for night time, of course, this area really, really comes alive. Plenty of tourists around. This is the month of January, of course. Still very much high season. So you've got a tattoo place there. You've got tattoo places, health massages. I don't think there's any of the naughty stuff. It's not that kind of place. And as for ATMs, somebody told me that there's no ATMs on the island. Well, they're getting their information from, a couple of years ago, because there's actually quite a few ATMs here. And they are quite efficient. So while you're here on the island, if you need data for your mobile phone, True is a very, very good mobile phone network, and it works very well on the island. I got a really, really good mobile data package for a very reasonable price. Very, very easy, and you do get a good signal here on this island. So, that's very, very useful. So there's some nice little bars. There's also some, wacky-backy stores if you're into that sort of thing. I don't want to show you too much of that because it's not really YouTube friendly. Also, there's an awful lot of stray dogs on this island, but they are friendly enough. Sometimes when they get in packs, they can be intimidating, especially at night time. But they are quite friendly. There you go, nice little bar and restaurant there. Oh, very, very. Appealing, nice facades. One thing about this island, Ko Lipe, which I really, really like, is that it feels like an island, even when you're away from the beach. Now, I can't say that for every island in Thailand or elsewhere. There's some islands I know when you get off the beach and go into the town centre, it doesn't feel like an island anymore. I mean. What a good island is one where you can get away from the beach, and this still feels very, very much like an island. It's a really charming and really quite delightful place.
Hello, how are you?
So there you go. You got plenty of pancakes. Some of the fruit juices and shakes are very, very tasty. Now, I have to say that on this particular walking street, I've not really been that impressed with the food. I've had a couple of meals. There's a lot of Thai food around, and some of it's been okay, and some of it hasn't been too good. My favourite is an Indian restaurant on the other side of Walking Street. That's the one that I've been using. As for the 7-Elevens, well, that's actually quite expensive. I nipped in there, to have a look at a couple of things, and, it's more expensive than a 7-Eleven elsewhere in Thailand. So about the cost overall here in Ko Lipe, is it expensive? Well, with it being a tropical island, popular with honeymooners and that sort of thing, it's quite an exotic island. You know, it's not going to be cheap, but it's not particularly expensive either. You can quite easily find bars which serve maybe 100 baht for a bottle of beer.
Oh,
100 baht, that's about £2.5 in English money. So that's not cheap, but it's not particularly expensive either. Food is, well, it's reasonable, I suppose. This cafe is a very, very nice place here. Popular with couples of a night time. Lovely ambience, very nice. I didn't feel comfortable in there as a solo traveller, but it's worth a look anyway. So, with Ko Lipe being a very small island, it is quite easy to get around. You can use these motorbike with sidecars. I don't know what the correct name for them is. Maybe you want to call them tuk-tuks. Some of them can be quite annoying, really. When they try and pass each other, they can clog up the road. But Ko Lipe is easy to walk around. You can leave the beach and walk through Walking Street, and by the end of Walking Street, you're almost on the other side of the island. And there is a beautiful beach there, which I will show you in another video. So you've got the obligatory t-shirt shops and other souvenir shops. One thing I have noticed about walking through this Walking Street quite a few times is that the sellers are not really pushy. They're quite calm and quite relaxed, really. So there's no real hassle. And as for this bar here, the Corner Cafe, this is a good little bar. It's a good little nighttime bar there with beer around about 90 or 100 baht. Very nice little environment there. Well worth a look. So we're coming towards the end of Walking Street now, and actually there is actually more to it than what you think. When we come to the end of Walking Street, you will come to a little localised area of Ko Lipe, which is not really touristy. But as you can see, it's a very, very pleasant place to have a walk down. A lot of the bars and restaurants close at about 11 o'clock at night, but you can still get a late night drink here. That corner bar that we just passed, they can be open until 2 a.m. in the morning. There you go. Anyone into donuts?
Oh wow, yeah. Looks like some tasty stuff there.
So we're coming to the end of Walking Street now. Like I say, this looks quiet of a daytime, but of a nighttime, there is a lot of action and excitement around here. Plenty of people around. So anyway, this is the one road that I've actually seen. This is actually a road, and you will see the occasional car passing through there. Now, if you head down this way and keep going, you will actually see the other side of the island. You'll see a beautiful beach, which I believe is called Sunrise Beach, and I'll be taking a look at that in another video. So, like I said, if you venture away from these 7-Elevens and go to the smaller convenience stores, you will find better value beer and that sort of stuff. This little place here is far better value. There you go, you've got Leo's at 40 baht a can. Singer 50 baht. Now they're all more expensive in the 7-Elevens and that first convenience store that I showed you. So these, you know, these are big bottles here, quite reasonable value. So this is another little road that leaves off from the upper end of Walking Street. And there's a restaurant to the right there, which is, you know, quite popular. Now this is okay. This is what I need to do. Buy more fruit. I bought a big pack of oranges from here. The clementines or whatever they were called. And boned them in the fridge. So nice to start the day with a good bit of vitamin C. And the Hello India restaurant is my favourite on this island. I've had quite a few meals in here. I tend to eat a bit too much, to be honest with you, but it's very, very tasty, and I have done that in another video. Well worth a look. Really good little Indian restaurant there. As for restaurants, I haven't really found anywhere which serves anything that looks like a roast dinner. There may be something around, but I haven't inquired anywhere serve a Sunday roast on this island. Well, I haven't found one. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little look at the island of Ko Lipe. It's a lovely island. It's my kind of island because it feels like an island even when you're inland. And it's a lovely environment. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. There will be another video to come in which I'll show you what this place looks like at night time, and also the beach on the other side of the island, which is really, really, really nice. Well worth a look. So we're coming away from the action now. So what have we got here? This looks like no man's land here. Do you ever get that strange, eerie feeling of deja vu? I had this feeling the first time I seen this area here, and I thought, I know where I am. This is Toxteth after the riots. Oh well. From Toxteth riots to a paradise island. Can't be bad.